In this CineGuru tutorial, we're going to take a look at how you can make actors teleport, vanish, switch their script so they change behaviour, and also what to do if the player aborts a cinematic halfway through. So to demonstrate these, we're going to need an actor, so let's use a standard CineGuru character. This is the militia shotgun character that we've used before. And we're going to drop in a cine-trigger zone as well, we're going to need that. And we're also going to want to play a start marker. And I will pop down 2 actor marks for this demonstration. So we'll put one there and one there. So let's name everything correctly. So first off, our actor. So we're going to give him a unique name. So we'll call him Jim. And we need to reference where his action text is within Script Bank. And it's in the CineGuru folder within Script Bank. And // it's called vanish.txt. So you remember, you don't need to put in the .text bit, you just put in the name of the file. Then we're going to change his AI script, and we're going to assign him the cg_actor.lua script. And then I'm going to add some sound files, because he's actually going to talk through what he's doing. So I've got some sound files in Audio Bank under the Stories folder in CineGuru. These cg_vox 5, 6, and 7 are going to sit in slots 1, 2, and 3 of our actor. So we'll just assign those. Okay, apply changes. And then we'll set our cine-trigger zone up as well. It triggers actors, and the action text that it triggers is in CineGuru, and it's called vanish.txt. And we may as well name our actor marks as well. So we've got our first mark here, we'll call mark 1. And our second mark here, we'll call mark 2. So let's take a look at our action text so far. I did write a little bit of this before we got started. So in the CineGuru folder, you can see that I've got an action text here that I've made a start on already. So here's our character, Jim. He's got an idle animation, and he's a stock CineGuru character, so these animation frames will be the same for any stock CineGuru character. So that idle animation is just him with his arms by his side. He says his first line, he plays a kind of a talking animation, and then he moves to mark 1. So he'll walk over to mark 1. So we can just demonstrate what he does with just those commands.
In this example, I'm going to show you how, as an actor, I can walk.
And he walks. Okay, so walking is obviously great and useful in most contexts, but there might be occasions where you don't want the actor to necessarily walk between marks. You might want to move him instantaneously, and that could be as part of the story, or it could be to kind of cheat an effect, and just to move him to exactly where you need him, to a different room or to a different scene, to position him for a different shot or whatever. And you can do that by using the teleport command. So the first thing I'm going to do is type in teleport _mark 2. And that's how this works. You just need to assign an actor mark for our character to be teleported to. So if I save that and play that, you'll see that pretty much as soon as he reaches mark 1, he'll be teleported to mark 2.
In this example, I'm going to show you how, as an actor, I can walk.
Ah, interesting. We've got an error here. Can't find mark 2. So what did we do wrong? Let's take a look. Ah, it's because I called this one mark 1 as well. There we go. I'm quite glad that happened during the tutorial, because it goes to show that there is some kind of error checking built into CineGuru. Yeah, you'd normally want to try and cut that stuff out, but I think that's actually quite useful to show. So if you do name one of your marks wrong, it won't crash the game or anything. It will actually tell you, and you just need to find the source of the problem. And it's normally pretty good at pointing you in the right direction. So now he will teleport to mark 2.
In this example, I'm going to show you how, as an actor, I can walk.
Okay, and you saw there, as soon as you got to mark 1, he instantly teleported to mark 2. So I'm going to add in a couple of extra commands here just to make sure that isn't an instantaneous teleportation. I'm going to say that when he gets to Mark 2, he actually says his second line of dialogue, and there's a delay as well before he teleports. So we'll make that delay just over 1.5 seconds. And now, when he walks to Mark 1, he's going to say his second line of dialogue, which is about teleporting, and then he's going to demonstrate it.
In this example, I'm going to show you how, as an actor, I can walk, teleport.
Okay, great. And once he arrives at that second mark, he actually should probably say his third line of dialogue, which is about shooting back. So we'll give him a couple of seconds to say that before we action the next command. So at the moment, as you'll have seen, our actor is running the cg_actor.lua script. But he doesn't have to be running that the whole time. There is a command built into CineGuru called switch, and that allows you to switch the script that he's running to a different script. So this is the one part of CineGuru, one of the few parts where you need to actually go in and edit one of the scripts we give you, but it's pretty basic editing. So if I open up cg_actor.lua, so this is the actor script, and at the very top of the actor script, you can see we've got these lines here that say require, and they're all commented out. But these, what this is basically saying is that this script requires this script. And these are scripts that come with GameGuru. Well, not this one. This is a custom one that I had made a few years ago. But for all intents and purposes, this is another script within the script bank folder. And in order to use the switch function, you need to uncomment these lines. So you just take out those two hyphens and bring those back in. And you can change whatever you like. You could make this a different script if you want. Just find the script that works for you. You don't need to type in .lua either. You just need to type in the name of the script. So yeah, that could be a different behavior. I know that there's one for like Rocket Man or something. That could go in there instead. And basically, once you've uncommented these lines, the action text can now reference them. So you can see the top behavior there. The top line is set. It says require script bank AI_soldier, which is a pretty typical soldier behavior. It's what most of the default characters in GameGuru have assigned to them. And so what we can do is use the switch command and say switch_AI_soldier. And so what that means is after the 2-second delay, this actor is going to cease to be an actor. He's going to switch to being a AI soldier. And that probably means he's going to start shooting us. So let's check out that and see if it works. Oh, hang on a second. Wait. I think I may have made a critical mistake here. I didn't save my actor script. There we go. Got to make sure you save your actor scripts. Otherwise, yeah, it can't do it with the scripts commented out. You have to reference the script that you're going to switch to. Okay. Anyway, let's see if that worked.
In this example, I'm going to show you how, as an actor, I can walk, teleport, and even shoot back. In this example, I'm going to show you how, as an actor.
Okay. I think he's playing his sound files as part of AI_soldier.lua. So just be aware of that. Perhaps I should move those around, put those in different slots, whatever, so that they're not ones that are used by the AI soldier script. But you can see that he started off as an actor and now he's a soldier. So that worked basically. There's another command that you can use as well, which I haven't demonstrated yet, which is vanish. So let's say instead of switching to a soldier, we just want him to disappear. So that is literally as simple as just typing in vanish. And so now, in fact, you know what? Let's put that earlier in the script. Let's say when he gets to Mark 1, he vanishes. So I'm going to copy all this and come back to that later. So what he's going to do now is he's going to walk. He's going to say his first line, animate, walk to Mark 1, and then he's going to vanish.
In this example, I'm going to show you how, as an actor, I can walk.
And there you go, he's gone. Unfortunately, he has left his weapon behind. That's one of the small drawbacks of this system. He literally just disappears out of existence, and there's no physics applied to that gun model, so it's not like it drops to the floor or anything. But it is pick-upable, so it is a real weapon. It's yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's the vanish command, which can be pretty useful. It's probably most useful in instances where the player aborts out of a cinematic midway through, which they can do by holding down the space bar. But they can only do that if there's cameras running at the same time as actors. So what I'm going to do is, just to demonstrate that, I'll put back in those commands that we had earlier, including the switch command as well. So that's what we had before. So our actor moves between various different points, and I'm going to drop in a camera as well. And I'm going to trigger this camera with the same zone. So we'll just rotate that a little bit, and we'll name our camera accordingly. Just open that up so we can see it a bit better. So we're going to, in order to trigger it, we're going to have to name it the same as the path to the action text. So that would be CineGuru / Vanish, which is a bit of an odd name for a camera, but that's how it works. And I'll make this shot 30 seconds long, so 30,000 milliseconds, no fade, and I'll start with quite a wide shot, and I'll gradually zoom in to like that. I don't know if that's actually going to work, but for our purposes it will. And then our cine-trigger zone, if we want to trigger that camera at the same time as the actor, we need to type in both instead of actor. And so now the cine-trigger zone will look for both an actor that's running that action text, and also a camera that's called CineGuru / Vanish. So right now, if we go in and just check that this is working okay.
In this example, I'm going to show you how, as an actor, I can walk, teleport, and even shoot back.
Cool. So if the player wanted to end that cinematic, all they've got to do is hold down the space bar for 1/4 of a second. But if they do that, it would be nice to be able to tell the actor what to do if that happens, because otherwise they will just keep running through these instructions, which might not be what you want. So what we can do is use a command called abort to specify an action. So if I just type in abort, comma, and then the name of our actor, comma, and then an action that we want that actor to do if the player aborts a cinematic, so in this case we might say vanish, then what we've done is we've given a kind of an instruction, just in case the player does hold down space for more than 1/4 of a second to skip this cinematic, what do we want this character to do? And we might want him to teleport, we might want them to vanish, we might want them to just animate in a certain way, I don't know, but you can choose whatever command you want. But in this example, I'm going to pick vanish. So we're going to try that again. I'm going to trigger the cinematic again, and as you can see, we're going to trigger our camera, which is zooming in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the space bar, and he should vanish. And he did. So yeah, and that's quit the cinematic. You can see we've got control restored to the player, and he's disappeared as a character as well. So those are some useful commands for actors: teleporting, vanishing, switching, and aborting, which can all come in pretty handy.